Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू।
ताज भाई क्या हाल है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह भाई, शुक्र है, आप ठीक ठाक हैं?
इंशाल्लाह शुरू करते हैं। So nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम व
Walaikum
रहमतुल्लाहि
assalam
व
wa rahmatullahi wa
Well,
barakatuh.
alhamdulillah, once again we are here with the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Today we are going to continue from our the grammatical analysis, and then if there is any time left, maybe we will talk about a few things. Okay, so the verse we are looking at now is verse number 31 of Surah Al-Baqarah. And if you want to refresh your memory, this is the chapter or the subject matter we're discussing on hand is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduced Hazrat Adam to the angels by saying that I'm appointing him as the Khalifa. And then the dialogue between the angels and the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then after that dialogue, so when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and mention, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, when your Lord said to the angels, indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority. They said, will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood? While we declare your praise and sanctify you, Allah said, indeed, I know that which you do not know. So from here, ma la ta'lamun, after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, the ayah says, وَأَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. And he taught Adam or Adam alayhi salam the names. Which names? All of them. Then summa, then aradahum. He displayed them or he presented to the angels. Alal malaikati, to the angels. And then what he said to them? Faqala ambi'uni bi asma'i haulai in kuntum sadiqin. So he displayed them to the angels and he said, inform me of these names if you are truthful. Okay, so this is the verse we are dealing with tonight. Okay, so he taught Adam alayhi salam the names, all of them. Then he showed them to the angel, then said, inform me of the names of these if you are truthful. Okay, any questions on this so far?
No.
Alhamdulillah, so far so good. Okay, and this is a story of Hazrat Adam we have gone over so many times. I'm sure most of you know that by heart now. So, but okay, question. Did anybody got the chance to listen to the lectures I mentioned about the story of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam?
Yeah, I started listening 2-3.
I see. So as I was saying that since he is going in so much detail, the first 8 lectures are nothing but an introduction of what a Nabi is, what a Rasul is, what is the purpose of them coming, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent it. So the first 8 lectures, you're not gonna get anything but the background of the hikmah and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But then 8 onward, the story starts. And for each ayah or maybe one topic, he dedicates the whole lecture. So I am at lecture number 22 right now. And we got to the part where he's saying that when the dialogue between Shaitan and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when Allah asked him that what made you not do sajda, and then whatever answers he gave. So you can imagine that how long it's going to take, because it's just one verse and then it's just on and on. But it's so interesting You pick up so many valuable lessons during those lectures. So if you guys can go back to it, that would be great, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Let me see. Okay, so we have 8 people online now. Brother Fawad is here. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Fawad. How are you?
Salam. Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So today we are going to go back to this tool. So instead of me doing the ritual, I am going to ask, first of all, I'm going to ask for a volunteer. And if I don't get a volunteer, then maybe I'll pick somebody. So I want you guys, one of you or whoever wants to take a chance, try to tell me the way you pretend that you are me today for a second, and tell me what this means. What is the maximum number of things you can tell me about this one verse? Who wants to go first? Complete silence. It's very easy. You need to start.
Wow
Okay.
is a harf-i-ataf. Allama is a verb.
Is a verb. Very good.
Yeah.
And so it's we can say it's a verbal sentence.
It's a verbal sentence. Okay. What information you have about this verbal sentence? Give
Because
me the
it's not-
file at least.
File is huwa,
Wow, very good.
and allama is
Is the verb.
mazi verb. Yeah.
Fi'l madi, yes, that's correct.
Fi'l-
Mashallah.
Last day. Yeah.
And adama is a maf'ul.
Maf'ul, very good. Why is it maf'ul?
Talking about him. Yeah.
He taught him Adam, right?
It's nasab because it's a
nasab.
noun,
Yeah,
and it's in the
Adama is
status of nasab.
nasab.
Okay, very good. Al-asma'a. Okay. What is asma?
This is
Is no.
Is it also nasab?
yeah, it is nasab. Asma.
Okay. So he taught Adam something. What did he taught? Asma.
Asma.
Now asma is it plural?
Yeah, plural.
Yeah.
And
What is the
just
singular?
Smile.
sama.
Ism, right? Ism
Is-
is,
yeah, it's
it's not sama. Sama will be sky.
Yeah, yeah.
The singular is ism, and is asma is the names.
Names, and
Right.
it is with al, so it means it is marfa.
The names, right?
Dana.
The names. And
Yeah.
kullaha,
All of them.
All of them.
Subject.
all of them.
Okay.
But kulla is a special kind of,
No.
what is the word? When
It's
you
a-
see words like fauka, ba'da, imama, wara, what do we call them?
Mufassir.
Special?
Zarf.
Zarf.
Mudaf, special mudaf. Is zarf, yes, but we call it a special mudaf.
Muzaf.
Anything will follow it will be mudafun alayh. So kullaha, all
Kullaha
of
is
them.
muzaf.
right?
And
So very good, mashallah, you did it, right?
thank you.
Alhamdulillah. So let's take a look. So we are good. Wow is the harf-i-ataf, or we can say the starting point, and allama is taught. Now in allama, there are two parties involved. We have alama, right, or ta'allama. What is the meaning of ta'allama? You learned something. When you say allama, you are actually teaching it to somebody. There is one person teaching to another person. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So allama is the fail, and since there is no ism after that, which is in the status of rafa, so we will assume the file is hidden inside allama. Is that understood?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then adama is the maful bihi 1, the first maful bihi. Why? Because it's nasab. Yeah. Al asma'a is the maful bihi 2nd. But then there is some detail or more something about the asma, that what is the asma, which names? All of them. See, if I say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him the names, then your mind will wonder, names of what? Kullaha everything, all of them. So that is why, but then kullaha itself is mudaf, mudafun ilayh. Agree? Brother Altaf?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Brother
listening.
Javed, are you with us? Brother Javed?
So which one is a muzaf? So kullaha is a muzaf alayh. So what? Where is
I say that kulla or kullu is the special kind of mudaf.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you were muted.
Yeah, I was muted. Yeah, I was talking.
Yeah,
I don't
no
know.
problem. Okay. So kulla, fawka, ba'da, all these words they are zarf,
Special
but they are known as a special mudaf, right? If they are mudaf, their partner or the what comes after it, the mudafun ilayh. Yes. Is ha, is this a feminine pronoun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it attached or detached?
Attach.
It is.
Attached. Now the detached pronouns have what status?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Yeah.
And the attached ones are the nasab and
So
jar. So
Jar.
mudafun ilayh is supposed to be status of jar.
Jar.
So that is why you have kullaha here. Yes, agree?
yeah.
Okay. So mashallah, this is a verbal sentence and there are two mafuls. And for the second maful, there is a tawqid. Tawqid means there is an emphasis or some explanation about like what kind of names. Kullaha, all of them. Yeah. Okay. So you can see this is ism mansub because it is nasab. Yeah. And what kind of jama is this? Is a jama salim or jama muqassar?
Al Jama.
So Jama Salim
Jama salim?
is muqassar.
Muqassar. Right? Because the ism is being broken when you made the jama. Plus, remember,
Wald Allah. I think it's
yes. So, yes, when you have a jama salim, most likely you have an attribute name like Saleh, Muslim, so Salihuna, Salihani. But when you have ism zat, the name of something itself, then most likely it is going to be a jama muqassar. Okay. And that is why you were able to tell me that it was nasab because it's a jama muqassar. Because in jama muqassar, how do we tell the status? By looking at the last letter. And if it's a fatha, and why there is only single fatha? Why is not fathatan? Why is not tanween there? Anyone? Al. Making sense?
yeah.
Okay, good. So, kullaha is the brother Kabir. You had a question about that. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so the next part of this verse is wa allama. That is in the bracket. So we are continuing from that. That he taught it to Adam alayhi salam. Summa. Then after that, what he did? Aradahum alal malaika. So what did he do after that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he presented those same knowledge to in front of the angels. So who can do the analysis here? Javed bhai, aap try karen Javed bhai.
नहीं भैया एनालिसिस में मुझे मत डालें.
I can try, brother.
Okay, try it.
So summa is then,
Yeah.
and arada is fi'l madi. Whom is attached pronoun.
Very good.
So arada is he displayed, and whom is to them. He displayed them.
So this aradahum itself is a complete verbal
Muzaf,
sentence.
muzaf.
No, it's a complete verbal sentence, right?
It's a complete. Yes, you're right. You are from
You
that.
have fail, you have the file, and you have the maful.
You have maful.
Home is maful.
Home is
Home is
maful. Very
maful.
good. Very good job. MashaAllah. So what is alal? Allah.
Allah is harf jar.
Harf jar.
Allah.
And malaikati will be
Its meaning is two. And al malaikati is a noun. Al malaikati, because of Allah, it's in majroor or jar. So it's
okay. Is it a jama or is it a singular?
It's Jama, plural.
Jama.
Jama
Okay. And is it mukassar or Jama Salim?
Jama Salim.
I would say it's mukassar.
Mukassar. Okay, very good. Brother Taj, why did you say it's a Jama Salim?
It's a complete word there.
No. Complete word, when the actual word is broken, when you make a Jama, then it is a broken plural. So if I say Muslimun, right? Then if I say Muslimuna, then Muslimuna is not broke when I made the Jama. Yeah? They were all together, all the alphabets were together. Same way they were present in the singular, they were also present the same way in the Jama. But Al-Malak is the one angel, but Al-Malaika, lots of angels, or the plural of angels, right?
Yeah.
So Malaika, then there is the number, the alphabets are separated by some other extra words or extra letters in there. Yeah. So the order broke. Yeah.
Al-Malak would be Al-Malakun, which is wrong,
yes,
right?
Which is wrong. We don't know that Al-Malakun, because Malaika is the, is again, it's a Isme Zat, not like Isme, wo jo hota hai, Sifat. It's not a Sifat. Okay. So Al-Malaika is Jar Majroor, correct?
Yeah.
So in a verbal sentence, what is the role of Jar Majroor?
Is Mutalik fail?
Mutalik fail. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. So that is pretty good. So look at this. Now Summa is Matuf. Why? Because like Wa, Summa is also Harfi Ataf. Yeah. So verb is Arad, Hum is Maful Bihi, Huwa is the file. You get it? And Alal Malaikati Jar Majrur is the Mutalik. So you did it exactly what you said.
Okay.
Right? Everybody else follows?
Yeah.
You guys feel good that you might think that you don't know, but mashallah, you know a lot. You pretty much know the whole thing. Is just if you take one thing at a time and then you move forward. Brother Taj, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm just listening. Yeah.
Okay, so next one is yours. You are going to do the next one, inshallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the names, all of them, to Adam alayhi salam. Then he presented to the angels and then he said, Faqala. What is Faqala?
Then he said, "It's a verb."
It's a verb. Good. And is there a file in there?
File. Yeah, letter F. Harfi Ataf.
No. What is the file? Who's the doer here? Who's calling? Who's saying this?
Allah is saying that.
Right. So in this qala, is Allah visible here? Is it Allah word there? Allahu?
No, it's not there. No, it's not there.
No.
It's
So
hidden.
then the file is hidden. And hidden file is normally a pronoun, correct?
Yeah.
So is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who's talking?
Yes,
Is he one?
He's one, yeah.
So he is he, right? So what is the Arabic of he?
Huwa.
Huwa is the file here.
Is the file.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Brother Fawad, what is ambiuni?
Ambiuni is a verb.
Good. What kind of verb is it?
And ni is pronoun.
Nay is pronoun. So
yeah.
Inform me. So is
Inform
it
me.
what kind of fail is this?
It's a
order.
Mudari.
Fail amr.
Yeah,
It is
Amar,
mudare, but
Amar,
it is
because of the
because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ordering, commanding the angel that inform me.
Yeah, inform me.
Okay, inform me of what? Bi asma'i haulai. So what is bi asma'i?
B is preposition and asma is the noun. So it become majroor, jar majroor.
Jar majroor.
And haulai is mudaf ilayh.
Mudafun alayh. Why is mudafun alayh? Because name of these. Whatever names he told, he's saying, give me the name of these. So as soon as he says asma'i haulai, that is mudafun alayh. So you can see that here we have aradahum is the previous one, which is the maful bihi for the previous sentence. And continuing, matuf, faqala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ambiuni, inform me. So there is a file. File is Allah, right? Uni, no. What is the file here? Ambiuni.
Who?
Inform me.
Nabe.
Nabi, that's the verb. Uni is me,
Ni means
Uni is me. Yeah.
right? Inform me. So maful bihi. This is fi'l amr. I don't know why they're doing it this way, but anyways, we'll continue. Bi asma is jar majroor. We know that, and because of this majroor, this becomes mudaf and it's mudaf. And that this whole thing bi asma haulai become the mutalik for this ambiuni. Inform me what name of all of these. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a verbal sentence. So for this faqala, it becomes the maful bihi. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And these words, alhamdulillah, we understand them. Let's see. Number 4. Brother Fawad, do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see if Sister Fazilat is here today. She is probably not. Yeah, she stopped coming, Brother Fawad, I think she's busy these days. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's all yours. In kuntum sadiqin.
In is the condition.
Good.
Yeah. In kuntum, you all. So it's the pronoun, you are, verb.
Yeah.
Sadiqina is the noun.
Sadiqina is a noun. Very good. And what is the status of sadiqina?
Sadiqina is the nasab because of the last,
mashallah. And is
because
it
of the
jama?
ina sound. Yeah.
Is it a singular or a jama?
It's jama.
Plural.
And is it
Nominal sentence.
is it a jama salim or jama muzakkar? Or mukassar?
Just salim.
Salim, mashallah. So kuntum, so kana yakunu, right?
Ismi kana yakunu. Khabar
So
kana.
this will
ismi kana.
be, this is, what kind of sentence is this?
It's nominal.
Nominal. So kuntum is the mubtada, or is it, what do you call it?
It's mubtada.
Okay, when you have inna, anna,
Ismu kana.
ismukana. Okay, so kuntum is ismukana and sadiqina is the khabar, so khabarukana.
Khabar kana.
It's the nominal sentence. Making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so how do you guys feel about this?
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so if you start spending some time, for example, like on this tool, I'm sure that this way you can test your knowledge and then you can check if you are correct or not. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this this tool right over here. So let's look at allama. Okay, allama is from bab taf'il. What bab? Taf'il. Okay, and the root letters are ain, lam, mim. And the the family or the way you understand them, you say sabbaha, yusabbihu. Yeah. Allama, yuallimu. Allim, muallimun, muallamun, talimun. Are we familiar with all these words?
Yeah.
From Urdu language, we know what muallim is. Muallim is the teacher.
Talim.
Muallim is the teacher. Yeah. Now muallamun is the one who is getting the knowledge, the student. You see the very fine difference. Ismul fa'il is muallimun, kasra. Yeah. And over here the same words but fatha. So the person who's getting the knowledge, who's getting taught, is the muallim, and the person who's teaching is the muallim. And the process of teaching is ta'lim. Okay, but in the ta'lim, the way you have to understand that there is a systematic method of teaching. It's not like one time or something small. Over a long period of time, slowly, gradually, you're teaching somebody in a systematic way. You understand what I'm trying to say here?
Full course.
Yes. So ta'aleem is not something you do it like in one day. It is over a number of years or days or months. And
So
there is a
continuous.
system. It's a continuous effort of transferring the knowledge into somebody. You're giving training. Yeah.
Like Rahim and Kareem, right?
MashaAllah. So there is a continuity in there. So you got it. So when you say Jameel, that means constantly beautiful. Rahim, constantly
Merciful.
merciful. Yeah.
Hmm.
Kareem, same way. All those words are based on the pattern of taf'eel. Yeah. So the Madi pattern is allama and the Mudari pattern is yu'allimu. And the way you remember them will be sabbaha yusabbihu. This is the most popular bab. They will call bab sabbaha yusabbihu, and it will say this is mazi the mazid fi abwab. So this is taf'il. Got it?
Hmm.
Now, if you take it down to samiya yasma'u, then it will become alima ya'lamu i'lam alimun ma'lumun ilman allamun alimun. You see that? All these words are coming out of these different patterns. So when there is a tafil, the meaning changes a little bit. Now, alima, does it involve one person or two person? Alima means he knows, or he
He knows. It's one person.
One person.
Yeah.
But allama, he taught. He taught it to somebody
Is
else.
being acted on. Yeah.
Right? He is already knowledgeable. He is now transferring the knowledge to somebody. Ya'lamu, he knows or he will know. Yes? Making sense? Yu'allimu, he taught or he will taught. Or he teaches, he will teach. Got it? Okay. So let's look at something else. So allama is there. Asma, let's see if asma, the seen, wow, meme, al-asma, naam. इसके बारे में कुछ खास डिटेल नहीं है मेरे पास. Okay, no problem. Let's see. Aradahum. उर्दू में हम जब कहते हैं अर्ज कीजिए, क्या कहते हैं? अर्ज किया है. What does that mean? I present to you, or I tell you something, I say it to you. Arad, I present to you. Arada, right? Arada. Fi'l mazi wahid muzakkar ghaib malum from daraba yadribu. Okay. Samne kiya unhe. Let's see if we try to look at the English meaning so that it makes, maybe he displayed them. Yeah. Meaning he presented in front of them. Ya'ridu a'rid aridun ma'rudun ardan. Now they also have the sabbaha yusabbihu pattern, but in there you have the shadda arrada yu'arridu arrid mu'arridun mu'arradun ta'ridan. Got it? Okay. All right. What else can I show you? Okay, there we go. Ambiuni. Let's see. Let's look at ambiuni. So the noon ba hamza. Now, who remembers the Surah Naba? Yeah, amma yatasaalun, right? Naba. What are they asking you about? What are they asking about?
Yeah, the day of judgment.
Naba is a great news.
Great news.
So Naba is great news. So you can see the root letters are the same. Ambiuni, there's a variation of the same root letters, but now he's saying inform me. Instead of saying what are they asking, inquiring about, you inform me, the opposite meaning of that, right? So amba'a yumbi'u ambi munbi munbin munban inba'un. Yes, inform me is from the if'alun pattern. Aslama yuslimu. Also on the fataha yaftahu, naba'a yamba'u imba'u Mumbi'un.
Un.
Mumbi'un.
Manba'un.
Mumba'un. Nabuwatan.
Un.
See, Nabuwa is also from the
Nabuwatan naba'un.
Naba'un, Nabiyun. Also, Nabiyun is the Siga Mushabba. Okay, so we haven't heard or we learned the Siga Mushabba, so we're not gonna worry too much about it. So far so good. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Sadiqin is Sad, Dal, Qaf. Yes, from Bab Nasara Yansuru. Now, does anybody remember how we got these babs? You want to refresh your memory? Anybody? Who
Yeah.
remember this chart?
Yes.
Does anybody remember
On
this
the
chart?
basis of, yeah, these are, yes, on
Okay.
the basis of,
Okay.
6.
Yes. So can I request everybody to unmute themselves? Let's have a little discussion here. Okay. So this is a refresher. When we are dealing with the Salasi Mujarrad, the 3 root letter words or verbs, right? We call them Salasi Mujarrad, meaning they're the 3 letter verbs. And in those 3 letter verbs, we have 6 families. How many families?
6.
6 families. And we know that those families came with the combination of 2 things, Madi and Mudare. Okay. When we look at Madi, let's see if I open it, open a notepad. Okay. And let's say I just hide the Mudare for a second. Yeah. So you can only see Madi now, right? So you know, Fi'l Madi, the default pattern we learned was Fa'ala. Everybody understood, remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, in Fa'ala, only the haraka on the Ain letter can change. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if we have Fa'ala, then the next possibility is it is going to be Fa'ila. Yes. And the next possibility will be Fa'ula. Because there are only 3 harakas. Yes?
Yes.
In Arabic.
Yeah.
So it's going to be either Fa'ala or Fa'ila or Fa'ula. Okay? But when we introduce the Mudare, so they've tried to make a family. They said, okay, if we consider Mudare and Madi as a family, a husband and wife, so Mudare said to Madi, for your pattern Fa'ala, I am going to have up to 3 patterns. Yaf'ulu, Yaf'ilu, Yaf'alu. Got it? So Madi did not change. For Madi Fa'ala pattern, the Mudare decided to have 3 children. Yaf'ulu, Yaf'ilu, Yaf'alu. Got it? Because only Mudare can also have 3 variations, right? On the Ain Kalima.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get some feedback, Brother Kabir?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is important because if we refresh our memory, then you will know why am I keep referring to Nasara or Daraba, Fataha. Because for the common knowledge, they give these set of words a family name. Okay. So when the Madi is Fa'ala and the Mudare is Yaf'ulu, they're denoted by the example of Nasara. You see, Nasara is on the pattern of Fa'ala because it's Madi. And Yansuru is on the pattern of Yaf'ulu. Got it? So that is why when you're looking at this tool and you see Nasara Yansuru and the root letters are Sa, Dal, and Qaf, then you see that Sadaqa is coming from Nasara, because if you substitute the Sad at Noon, Dal at Sad, and Qaf at ra. What will it sound like? Sadaqa. Yeah.
Yes.
And what about yansuru? So you have the ya, which is the alamat mudare. Yes. Then you have the noon sakina. So that will become sad sakina. Correct?
Yes.
And the dal will take the position of sad, and the kaf in the position of ra. So sadaqa. Is that making sense, or just duku? Is that clear? Is that you understand now why I show you
Yes.
this table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why this nasara makes sense? Because we are trying to substitute. This is our cheat sheet. This is our, the noon is telling me that I need to follow this pattern to apply my new root words in there. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, now look at this. If I show you another thing. Number 6. Okay, so this is, if you remember this also from the very first class we did.
Yeah.
So what is this? This is, let me make it bigger if I can. Okay. You see, the root letters in Arabic is known as Mada, right? What do we call them? Mada.
Mother.
And Noon, Sad, Ra is the Nasara pattern, right? So Yansuru is the Mudare. What else we need to know? We need to know the Amr, Unsur. So if I have to say Nasara, he helped. Yansuru, he helps or he will help. Or he is helping. Making sense?
Yeah.
Then I say Unsur, I'm saying help. I'm giving a command to somebody. Help. Nasirun is the doer, the
Helper.
person who is the helper. Mansurun is the person who is getting the help. Isme maf'ul.
Being helped. Yeah.
Yes. So the Mansurun is the person who is getting the help. And Nasrun is the master. Everybody with me on that? Brother Abrar, I see you there. I'm not calling you out, but I just wanted to figure out that you are with me. Or you left already. I think he left. Yeah, I think he left. Okay. So when we looked at this chart, so this Nasara Yansuru become one family. And what we call them? Family of Nasara. Now when the Fa'ala made a pair with Yaf'ilu, then it becomes Daraba Yadribu family.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
When the Fa'ala made the partnership with Yaf'alu, then that becomes the Fataha Yaftahu family. Okay. So the minimum you need to know is what is the Madi, what is the Mudare, how am I going to give a command, what is my Ismul Fa'il, what is my Ismul Maf'ul, and what is the Masdar.
Master.
Okay. So in other words, let me rephrase it. The verbs have 10 different forms. How many forms?
10.
10 minimum. There are more, but let me just give you the 10. The number one form within itself has 6 families. How many families? 6 families. So when I say this is Salati Mujarrad and these are the 6 families, I'm only talking about form number 1 of verbs. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other forms, let's see if I can find something for you. If I can show you, if I have something here. Verbs, verb past tense. Okay. Go back to 2. I think I don't have it here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have it right now, but I'll find it for you next time. Okay. So, however, do you know what, if I give you Brother Kabir, I say the root letters are Ha, Sheen, Ra, and the pattern you need to work with is Noon. So what is your mind going to tell you? That you are going to follow the Nasara.
Nasara.
So read line number 4.
Line number 4. Okay. Hashara.
Ashara.
Yash.
Yahshuru,
Yahshuru,
Uhshur,
Uhshur,
Hashirun,
Hashirun,
Mahshurun,
Mahshurun,
Hashrun.
Ashrun. And the meaning is he collected. Now
Equal.
tell me something. In the Quran, when we say hashar, what do we mean by that? The gathering on the
Rose Qiyamah.
Judge.
Rosa Qiyamah, the gathering on the day of
Judgment.
Judgment.
judgment. So hashara, he gathered.
He gathered. Oh, yeah.
Past tense.
Yeah.
Yahshuru, he gathers.
He gathers or
gathers.
he
In
will
the
gather.
present, he is gathering or he will gather. You will deduce three meanings from Yahshuru. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, sure is a command. You're saying gather.
You gather, right?
You gather because you give command to the person in front of you. Either you're giving the command to single person or two people or more than two people.
Yeah.
So if you say oh shiru or oh shuru, that will be you're saying to all of you in front of you, more than two people, you all gather.
Yeah.
Ha shirun is the person who is.
Doing it.
Gathering.
Doing
So on
it.
the day of judgment, who is the hashir?
Allah.
Allah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And mahshurun will be who?
People.
Us, the people all his creation, he is going to gather. Not only men, but animals and the jinns and the malaika, everybody he created will be present, gathered that day. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that action of gathering is hashrun.
That event. Yeah.
Yes, that
Yeah.
event. Okay. Similarly, we have the letters kha, lam, dal, khalada or khalid. Yes. So these words, these root words in the Arabic language decided to stick with the Nasara family.
Hmm.
Making sense?
Yeah.
And you have these charts, you have these information with you. We have gone over this many times. So brother Altaf, can you read the line khalada?
Is khalada yakhludu
Mm-hmm.
ukhlud
Mm-hmm.
khalidun
Mm-hmm.
and
It does not have a maf'ul. Not every verb has a maf'ul.
khuludun.
Khuludun. Yeah. Now remember these words from the Quran. Khalidina fiha. They will
Yes.
live in there forever.
Yeah.
Right? Khalid is the person who will live forever. He's the
So
doer of
khalada is he lives.
Khalada, he lived
lived.
forever.
Lived.
Yeah.
Yakhludu,
will.
he
He will.
lives forever,
Lives.
or he
He
will,
will live.
Live.
he's living forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ukhlud, live forever. This is a command. Yeah.
You live.
Mm.
Khuludun. Now, next time when you're reading Quran, there will be ayah says, Yawmul Khulud. Today is the day of living there forever or entering.
No.
Jannah.
Okay. So, Brother Taj,
So brother Abid, this khuld is also for Jannah.
yes, but that is a different word. This is khulud.
This is a different word. Okay.
Yes, I think the khuld is different word. There is no wow there. There's kha lam dal, I think.
Maybe khuld is Persian word, not Arabic.
Maybe, but we can always look at the dictionary. Alhamdulillah, we have the dictionary and you have the PDF. You can search it, or we can even look at the Quran corpus. You can find it, inshallah. Okay. So just keeping that time in mind, can I do Zakara, Brother Taj? Zakara?
Zakara yaskuru uskur zakirun maskurun
Very
zikrun.
good. Zikrun. Can you please explain to me
He remembered.
what is Zakara?
He remembered.
He remembered, mashallah. Okay.
You yaskur, you will remember.
No.
And you remember.
He remembers, he is remembering, or he will remember.
Will remember.
Yeah.
Uskur,
It covers three things. It covers the present continuous, and future.
future. Oh yeah.
Uzkur, what does that mean?
Uskur means remember. Do.
Remember, it's a command.
Yeah,
Yes.
command. Yeah.
Zakirun. So who's
Zakir,
who's Zakirun?
Allah.
No. Zakirun is the person who's doing the remembering.
Yes,
Who's doing
remembering.
the zikr.
Yeah,
Mazkurun. What is mazkurun?
The one
The
who
thing the person is doing.
The thing you are remembering. Yes.
Yeah.
The thing which being remembered. Zikrun is the action
What
of
is being remembered?
What
Yes.
is being remembered.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, so that's good. Let me show you another one. Bab Daraba. And brother Javed, I think this one you can handle, right?
Which one?
Okay, so do you understand the Bab now, like what I've been explaining, the family?
Daraba, yeah.
So the first thing is, from this chart, do you understand why we have the Daraba family? Brother Javed?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so what we are saying that the verb is either going to be a past tense, yes? That's from plain English, right? We're not talking any rocket science here. So a verb is either going to be a past tense or a present tense or a future tense. Do we agree on that?
Yeah.
Brother Javed?
Yeah.
Okay, so if there is a pattern called fa'ala in Madi, right? The fa'ala mean he did. So which tense is that? Past tense.
Past tense. Yeah.
Now I want to say the same thing. I say I do, I am doing, or I will do. For that, I have al-mudare, the past and present tense in Arabic. Agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Madi and Mudare wants to work together. So Mudare is saying to Madi, when you are in the patterns of fa'ala, where your ain kalima has the fatha, I can have 3 variations. Okay. So this is one set, fa'ala yaf'ulu, fa'ala yaf'ilu, fa'ala yaf'alu. So these are 3 distinct patterns as a team. Agree?
Yeah.
Brother Javed?
Yeah.
Okay. So the second pattern, when the fa'ala mixes with yaf'ilu, they create a family. And to remember that, the people of Arabic give that a name which becomes a standard called Daraba family. And in the bracket, you will see a dod, you know. So if you look at this chart, you will see that, see over here, it says Daraba, and in the bracket is the dod. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, people like us who are not Arabic speaking, we will have a hard time recognizing them or remembering them. So only the practice and time and experience will make us perfect. But if we take a dictionary and if we see the 3 root letters and if there is a dod in the bracket, then we know that it is a Daraba family. Can we at least work with that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this is the list of words, some of the words which decided to associate themselves with the Daraba family. Yeah. Yeah. So if I give you the root letter Sad, Ba, Ra, then in the Madi, you're not going to say Sabira. It's not going to sound good.
Sabara.
Agree? You will not found Sabira. Have you ever found Sabira in somewhere in the Quran?
No.
No. So for Madi, it's always going to be Sabara. But since it's the Daraba family and the Mudare pattern is Yadribu, so Sabara will become Yasbiru.
Yasbir.
Yes, Bill.
Are you with me, Brother Javed?
Yeah.
Okay, so could you please read this line? Sabara.
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Can you read this line? Sabara Yasbiru.
Sabara. This one.
Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen or no?
Yeah, I'm on the phone. So yeah, okay. Now I can enlarge it. Sabara Yasbiru Isbir Sabirun Sabrun.
Sabrun. So if you can kindly tell me what is the meaning of Sabara?
Sabra, he
was
patience.
Patient. He was patient. Is it Madi? Is it the past tense?
The past tense.
Very good. So that is the Madi pattern of Sabara. What is the Mudare pattern? Yasbiru. So what is the translation of Yasbiru?
he is patient, or he will
He
be
is patient, or he is being patient, or he will be.
Patient.
And what is isbir?
Be patient. Amar.
Be
This is
patient.
an order.
Now in the
Command.
Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say isbiru. Yes.
You all
be
be
You
patient.
all be patient, right?
Be patient.
He commands Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam many times. You know, sabiru, isbiru, isbir. Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's giving a command. He's saying be patient, tolerate it. Yeah. Sabirun, हम कहते हैं ये बंदा बहुत साबिर है. Yes. What does
The
that
one
mean?
who is the one
The
who
one
is
who is very
exercising
patient. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sabirun
The
is the ismul
exercising-
file. He's the doer. He's the action.
Who is being
the doer
patient.
of the action is called ismul file. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then not every verb has a maf'ul, so we don't have a maf'ul for sabir. But sabrun,
Masboor.
we could say masboor, but it's not written here, so I don't want to say it. Sabrun is the
Action.
masdar, which means the action of being patient. Yeah. Okay, brother Kabir, can
Yes.
you please do the kadara?
Kadara yakdiru. Ikdir. Qadirun. Muqtadirun. Qudratun.
Makdurun.
Maqdur.
And kudratun. ठीक है.
Qudratun.
अब ये सारे उर्दू के अल्फाज हैं या नहीं?
Yeah.
Yeah. Qudrat rakhna.
So please try to explain to me kadara. He
Qadara.
decreed.
He decreed. Yakdiru.
Yakdiru.
He decrees or he will decree.
Okay, and he is decreeing, right? Also
He is
present continuous.
Yeah.
Ikdir will be
Is decree or it's control?
Control.
multiple meanings. So over here they're doing the decree, but it also qadir means he's possessing the authority over everything. or
Authority,
he's
yeah.
the
He's
control.
control.
Yeah, he has control.
Yeah.
So decree is in the similar way, but a different meaning. So, but let's just work with what we are looking at right now. Yakdiru, ikdir. Ikdir is the amr. And what is
Amr.
qadir?
The one
Who controls?
Who control. Makdurun is the thing upon which you give
What
the
is
decree.
being controlled? Yeah.
Yes. And kudratun is the action of that
Action of
decree.
controlling things.
Okay. MashaAllah. Okay, so this is in a nutshell. I hope that this is a very good review and it's a mind now, because you have a lot of information. Maybe this time it will sink in better. Is it sinking in better?
Yes, yes.
Alhamdulillah. So, and all of this material, by the way, you guys have it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is always with you. It has been with you for a long time. So if you get a chance, look at it.
Allah.
So now, when we look at the other pattern, which is the fa'ila pattern. So when, remember, fi'l madi can be fa'ala, fa'ila. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for fa'ala, mudare was wanting 3 children. Yes. Yaf'ulu, yaf'ilu, yaf'alu.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yes.
But for fa'ila, mudare settled for 2 children. It says, okay, when you have fa'ila, I am going to have yaf'alu or I'm going to have yaf'ilu. Agree?
Yes.
So out
Why
of
not
that,
yaf? Oh,
that is not up to us because that's the grammar people, they decided, and we are just following because we're not Arabs. We are not the people who created the language, right? So the Madi and Mudari said, okay, for the fa'ila pattern, we are going to give you 2 children. And from that combination, 2 families came out, Samiya, Yasma'u, and Hasiba, Yahsibu. You see that? So we will see, the moment we see a scene, we know that it's Samiya, Yasma'u family. And the moment we see a ha in the bracket, we know that these root words are supposed to be Hasiba, Yahsibu, Yahsibu pattern. So when the Madi was Fa'ula, the Mudari says, okay, I'm okay with 1 children. So
Okay.
Yaf'ulu. Yeah. And that pattern become Karuma, Yakumu.
Yes.
Okay. So, so the reason they have become this name, because these are the most popular accepted name. They become like a symbol. Yeah.
Yes.
Because all of this chart, they're basically Nasara pattern. So any word can be used as a but then they give it a name to the family to standardize it. So they noon nasara, dad daraba, fa fataha, sin samia, ha hasiba, kaf karuma. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So that way, as soon as you see the like for example fataha pattern, you know that I need to know minimum the Madi pattern and the Mudari pattern. Then it doesn't matter which letters you give me, as long as you tell me this is Fataha family, I know how to make this. I'm just simply going to substitute these letters under the right letters. You know, the Fa, the Ain, and the Lam. Remember day one when we did that exercise? All we are doing is substituting the new letters into the pattern over there. It's a mold. It's like a die, you know. So you remember I used to give you the example of a cookie cutter, that if you have a star, if you have a circle, if you have a heart, when you put it that die or that mold into the dough, that the cookie will come out as a heart or the cookie will come out as a star. Yeah.
Mold.
Okay. So you can see Fataha pattern has Ja'ala is on the same pattern. Jama'a is on the same pattern. Zahaba is on the same pattern. Yeah. So again, how do we know this? Somebody has to provide us the minimum information here. So I need to know the root letters and I need to know what family it belongs to. So that is why when I'm using this tool, I am telling you, okay, this word is coming out of these possible patterns. Okay. So I hope that now you put 2 and 2 together, that why I go through this tool. Why do I bother to tell you that, okay, what is the meaning of this letter, this word? How do we get this word? Yeah. And this knowledge is called sarf. What is it called?
Surah.
The sarf. Because in Arab, in English, we call them conjugations. That how do you take 3 letters and you form different words out of them? The knowledge of the nahaw, the one we learned before, that has more to do with the nouns and the letters ending. That this is nasab, this is rafa, this is jar. That is the knowledge of nahu part of the Arabic language. And when we do the conjugations, that okay, how I take the root letters and they change into sadaka to yasdaku or yasduku, and then it become usduk, sadikun. These are the conjugations. That's called sarf. Okay. And the line you see in the first line, there is only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. We call it sarf saghir, meaning this is the smaller version of it. If I go the longer version, for sadaqa, I can have 14 variations. Yes?
Yeah.
Right? And for yastuku, I can have 14 variations. Yeah?
Yeah.
So imagine that what that table would look like. The sarf-e-kabir, that will look like a really big thing, right? So anyway, I hope that now, since our minds are broadened and our thinking has is expanded, going back to revisit these topics give you a better understanding. Yeah. So we're out of time.
Quickly.
Yes. Say that.
I think it also refreshes very quickly because the
Yes,
things are already
alhamdulillah.
somewhere
Yes.
in the memory.
So
Yeah.
please don't underestimate your talent. MashaAllah, all of you have a lot of knowledge. But if you shy away from using it or testing it, then you will always be feeling that, oh, I'm not good enough. But I want to break those shackles. I want to tell you that, guys, you guys have amazing set of knowledge now. You go ahead and explore. And what is stopping you from just opening this page and maybe just spend 5 minutes, you know, spending a whole day on it, right? Similarly, what is this tool taking from you? I mean, we could have done this. And by the way, if you click on any one of them, you are basically going to go into a lot more detail. So remember, otherwise you were saying khuld, I think you were saying. Let me see, I'm just going to write it in a pseudo English and let's see what happens. Khuld, it doesn't give me anything. K khuld, let's see if this is good. No. Khalid. This might bring me some information. No, it didn't bring me anything. Quran dictionary. Khalid, let's see if it bring me anything. No.
Khalidin.
No. Okay, well, I don't know how to do the search here. But I'm sure if you spend some time, you will figure it out. It will give you, okay, if I say forever, let's see what happens. Okay, so here it's brought me Khaliduna, Khalidun, Khalidin, Khalidina. So it did bring me some of Khalidan. Okay, Khuld I don't see here. But you see how just doing a little bit of searching,
Yeah.
how many things he brought for me. See, Yakhlud. So he will abide forever. Yeah. So here, and this, please spend some time. Now, if you, I'm not going to go over this. I wanted to go over this, but these couple of verses, I'm going to send a link to you. If you read these and you understand it, you will feel very good. Okay. So inshallah, on your own time, please read these. I'm going to forward this link to you right now so that I don't forget. And if you guys can please read it on your own time. These are some, I found them very hopeful verses. So let's see, I'm going to forward you right now. Okay, there you go. So Jazakallah khairan. Thank you for your time. So Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Got it? Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Wa alaikum
assalam.
assalam. Jazakallah.
There.